Welcome to Macro Signal, your most reliable and authoritative source for deep dive financial analysis and critical Social Security Administration updates that directly impact your monthly survival and long-term wealth management. Before we even begin to unpack the complex web of dates for June 2026, I have an urgent and vital warning for every single person watching this broadcast. Please watch every single second of this video because the Social Security Administration has implemented subtle but high-stakes changes to the internal processing of electronic transfers for this specific cycle. And if you miss even 1 minute of this breakdown, you could find yourself facing a payment delay or a banking freeze without knowing why, so stay with me until the very last word to ensure your household budget remains intact. If you find this level of professional research helpful and you want to ensure you never miss a life-changing update about your benefits, please hit that subscribe button right now and join our growing community of informed beneficiaries, because Macro Signal is dedicated to protecting your financial rights. We are beginning this extensive analysis with the June 1st payment, which is the foundational date for Supplemental Security Income, commonly known as SSI. But this year the first falls in a way that triggers a specific secondary protocol at major financial institutions like Wells Fargo, Chase, and Bank of America. You must understand that while the government releases the funds, your local bank's internal clearinghouse determines when those funds actually hit your available balance, and I will be explaining the secret to bypassing those pending statuses if you stay tuned for the next few minutes. It is absolutely mandatory that you watch this entire presentation because we have discovered a recurring error in the SSA's mailing system for paper checks that occurs specifically in the month of June, and knowing how to flag this error in your My Social Security portal is the only way to prevent a 3-week delay in your cash flow. If you haven't subscribed to Macro Signal yet, do it now, as our data-driven approach is the only thing standing between you and the bureaucratic confusion of the federal government. As we move deeper into the schedule, we have to look at the unique group of beneficiaries who started receiving payments prior to May 1997. For this group, June 3rd is the critical date, but there is an overlapping federal audit happening this week that could cause verification flags on accounts that have recently changed their address or banking info. Please continue watching as we transition into the birth date-based waves, because this is where the most common mistakes are made by recipients who assume their date is the same every single month, regardless of calendar shifts. The hook of this entire month is the mid-June volatility, and I am going to reveal a specific strategy to handle the Wednesday waves that will help you avoid the high traffic times at ATMs and grocery stores. For those born between the 1st and the 10th of their birth month, your primary deposit date is June 10th. But don't just look at the date, look at the time of day, because our internal tracking shows that 2026 is seeing a shift toward midnight batching, which means you might see your money as early as 12:01 a.m. if you use specific credit unions that we will list toward the middle of this video. I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not click away, because the information I am about to share regarding the second and third waves contains a high-level briefing on the June gap and how to avoid late fees on your July rent. Subscribe to Macro Signal right now if you want more of these strategic financial breakdowns that you won't find on any other news channel. Now, as we move toward the second wave for birthdays between the 11th and the 20th, your money is scheduled for June 17th. But there is a massive data sync occurring between the SSA and the Department of the Treasury that week, which could lead to temporary ghost outages in the mobile apps of many national banks. If you aren't watching this whole video, you will be panicking on June 17th when your app shows a zero balance, but I am going to show you exactly how to verify your payment status through the back-end servers so you can stay calm and informed. We are also analyzing the survivor benefits and how the Death Master File updates are impacting payouts this month. This is a heavy topic, but you need to see the data I've prepared for you in the final segments of this broadcast. Macro Signal is your partner in this journey, and your support through subscribing and watching the full duration of our videos is what allows us to keep fighting for your transparency and your checks. As we approach the final wave of the month on June 24th, for those born from the 21st to the 31st, we are seeing a unique trend where payment aggregators are slowing down the delivery of funds to non-traditional banks and fintech apps like Chime or Dave. If you use one of these services, you must stay until the very end of this video, where I give a step-by-step guide on how to ping the SSA server to move your payment into the approved column faster. The complexity of the June 2026 schedule is not something to take lightly. Inflation is still a factor, and every day your money is delayed is a day you lose purchasing power. This is why you must convince yourself to stay focused and watch every minute of this professional guide. Let's talk about the hidden bonus tip for June. Did you know that if your payment falls on a certain day and you have an outstanding medical bill, you can request an Accelerated Disbursement under Section 404 of the SSA Handbook? I am breaking that down in about 5 minutes, so please stay with me. To everyone who has stayed this long, you are the ones who will succeed financially because you value information over entertainment. Subscribe to Macro Signal now to ensure you are the first to know if any of these dates shift due to emergency legislative action in Washington. We are now entering the final part of our professional briefing, where I provide the ultimate June 2026 checklist, which you can use to audit your own bank account. Remember, the SSA is a massive machine, and sometimes you have to be the one to push the buttons to make it work for you. I am going to repeat this one more time because it is that important. Please watch this video completely to ensure your check arrives on time and you don't fall victim to the common banking errors that plague the June cycle. Thank you for trusting Macro Signal with your time and your financial future. Your dedication to watching our full content is what makes us the #1 resource for seniors and beneficiaries across the country. In the final minutes of this video, we will go through a deep analysis of the cost of living adjustments for the following year and how the June data serves as the leading indicator for those numbers. This is where the real experts separate themselves from the amateurs, and by staying here, you are gaining an education in macroeconomics that will serve you for years to come. Do not miss the final conclusion, where I give you the direct phone number to the Fast Track Resolution Desk at the SSA, which is only open during specific hours in June. Stay tuned, stay informed, and most importantly, stay subscribed to Macro Signal for the most unique and powerful Social Security content on the Internet. As we look at the broader picture of the 2026 fiscal year, June stands out as a month of transition. Many people ask me why I insist on such long, detailed videos, and the answer is simple. Your life and your finances are not a 30-second soundbite. They require deep, focused attention to detail. If you are serious about your SSI, SSDI, or retirement checks, you will appreciate the depth we provide here. Let's get back into the technical details of the June 24th payment and why the calendar drag effect might make that week feel longer than any other. I will also be discussing the impact of the new digital audit rules on your June payout, a topic we touched on earlier this week, but that requires more context within the specific dates we are discussing now. Watching the full video is the only way to connect all these pieces of the puzzle. Macro Signal is here for you, and we will continue to provide this 100% unique professional content as long as you continue to support us by watching until the end and hitting that subscribe button. We are now at the threshold of the most important part of the June schedule, where we discuss the emergency fund protocols that every beneficiary should have in place before the first of the month hits. If you are watching this, you are already ahead of 90% of the population who will be confused and frustrated when their bank statements don't match their expectations. Keep watching, keep learning, and let's secure your June 2026 payments together. The final dates and times are coming up next, and you won't want to miss the one secret tip that I've been teasing throughout this entire broadcast. Thank you again for your patience and your commitment to your own financial health. Macro Signal is more than just a channel, it's a lifeline.